Hey guys, so the video got ended in the middle of it, but here's part two. I figured out that there were erratas, not too impactful, but Rescue Cat actually negates the effects of the monsters it plays. So the combo I was talking about with wind-ups isn't really relevant anymore. Just because you summon the rats and they get negated and there's really no potential there. So I probably won't do much with wind-ups, but hey, it was an idea. I can't really think of many relevant things to do with beast types at the moment, but we'll see. The erratas for the other cards aren't really too bad. They're basically all the same, but like you can only use the effect of Brionic once per turn now and stuff like that. So it is what it is. I don't know what I want to play now. There's lots of ideas going in my head. I do think that the deck I currently there are a few decks that I have. So the reason why I'm so like into this right now is there is a regional on Saturday around my location. So I kind of want to go, and I think it impacts by then, right? No, it won't until March 30. So I don't really want to go. If I go, I want to play with new format. I want to play with new things, new cards, new formats. So I probably won't go this weekend. And there's a Splatoon test splatter thingy. So I might just go to locals in a few weeks once I figure out a deck. But I did want to play spellbooks. Just kind of see how obviously they're not like tier 1 or anything, but there's just some builds I've been going around with that I've been working. Imperial Order, this list hurt it more than anything. Imperial Order shuts that down completely, so I might have to put in breakers. I don't know. Maxi I also played 2 of, and I don't know. I want to play Fluffles, but I don't know. I love Fluffles. I love it in the anime. I love the idea of them. I always love cutesy things like wind-ups and Madolches. There's something about playing them that is so boring to me. Like just spamming fusion monsters isn't too fun. All you really do is just it's the same strategy every duel where it's just polymerization, fusion, destroy things, attack. That's it. If you don't get it, it's over. If they play Imperial Order, it's over. Vanny's, which is gone now, it's over. Dimensional Barrier, it's over. So there's just a lot of things stopping it. A deck that I think would be really good right now is actually Dark Lords. I think that's a deck people are underestimating. I think Paleozoic are going to be very well. I still think Zoo's going to be popular, at least variations of it. I'm interested to see what Infernities do with Future Fusion. Because if I think about it correctly, you can just go Future Fusion into that fusion it has. You can send like 11 Infernoids, right? Did I say Infernity? I meant Infernoid. You can send like 10, 11 Infernoids for it. So I don't know. That could be something. So we end on Rescue Cat. Brionic, it's a nice level 6, probably the best level 6 synchro now. So that'll be nice to have. Since it's once per turn now, I think the real advantage of it was the whole play it as many times as you can in one turn. So I don't really know if that's too powerful. There's also Brain Control, which is now pay 800 and target a face of monster your opponent controls that can be normal summon or set. Take control of that. So you can't do it on... Can you do it on monsters that were special summoned? That is kind of confusing. I don't really understand that. I think it means a monster that is able to be normal summon or set. So I guess you can't do it on Fusion, Synchros, Xyz. Then that's not as good, I don't think. It's good against Pendulum decks, I guess. But how many of those are you really going to encounter nowadays? So Future Fusion's nice. For Infernoids, I would rather if it not came back and give Stratos or even Super Polymerization. I think would have been better than Future Fusion for me. But hey, it's nice. Future Fusion would be nice with Fluffles too. But I don't know. Imperial Order we talked about kind of. I think this is as bad as in Vanity's Emptiness, in my opinion. I think it's a very, very overpowered card that does a lot of damage. The errata is you pay 700 during each player's life points. If you cannot pay 700, destroy this card. While this card is in a spell or trap zone, negate all spell. Wasn't it... What? Let me look at the original and compare. I think it's now every turn you take it. So that's interesting. It might not actually be that good in my Dark Lord because you take so many damage. Yeah, it used to be during your standby phase. Now it's both. So you're taking more damage. Okay, and then what else do we have? We have Wisdom Eye Magician going to 2. That's nice. They are doing nothing right now. Pendulums in general, especially the Magicians. So that's nice. Zodiac Rat is at 2, which part of the combo was majority of having 3. So people are saying Zoo is dead. I don't think it is. Interrupted Kaiju Slumber is nice at 2. I would have honestly said put it to 1. So that's something. And then Singing to 3. I don't really know what this is going to do, if anything. Tour Guide is still at 1, right? Or is it at... I think it's at 1. If Tour Guide was at 2, I'd actually see potential. Yeah. It's at... Tour Guide's at 1. If Tour Guide ever goes to 2, I see Singin being played. Singin... 1 Tour Guide, 1 Singin might be a thing. Especially because Singin can search for, like, Terratop and, like, Rat and stuff like that. Sorry, I thought I saw Trap Dust Shoot was limited. It's not. I was confused for a second. So yeah, overall I like this list. I wish Rescue. Wait, did Rescue Cat negate? What's the errata for it? What are the changes? The monsters used to be able to do their effects. I think if that stayed the same, this list would have been a lot of fun for me because I could have brought back wind-ups or tried to. Because I could have gone Cat into 2. I could have done Cat into 2 Rats and then gone from there. Sadly, you can't do that now. That's sad. I don't really know what this list really does for me personally. But it does hurt Zoo. I think Paleozoic, Mermal, and Infernoid are the best decks right now. But yeah, so Blue Eyes is a thing. You can fusion into... You could future fusion into like one of those Blue Eyes fusions. I don't see why not. That sounds like okay. I kind of, if Dark Lords go down in price, I might pick up Dark Lords. They're very control-y. They might be nice, like a nice control with like, oh my gosh, can you imagine going and having Vandy's Fiend or Arc Lord Christie on the field, and then also they can't play spells because you have that would be crazy. Yeah, you'd have Imperial Order out and that. So yeah, I don't really have much else to say. This is a nice list, I think. I would have preferred if they did something like Hornet to 2 or Hornet to 3 or something in Sector would have been nice to see. I still want my Zenmaity up to 1. I don't see why not. If you really think about it, Invoker is generic, a generic version of Zenmaity, so or more generic, I guess you could say. I wish they moved Magician to 3. I don't know. There's a lot of things I say I wish, but you can't really expect it. I know everyone wants Stratos to 1, but that didn't happen. I'm trying to think, like, Singing to 3. I love Singing so much. I'm trying to think of, like, what decks that would be good in. I can't really think of too many.